Now we are finally back with a chess puzzle after a little hiatus from chess tactics. Today we'll take a look at a puzzle that was published in 1855 in the first American chess magazine, which Arne Johansson will tell us more about shortly. In this puzzle there are many moves that look like potential solutions, but you have to look very carefully in order to not choose the wrong move and spend all your time on it. You have 1 minute in which you have to find the right solution, a checkmate on black in 2 moves. So good luck. Let us start by analyzing the black king's position, which is always the first thing you should do in these kind of puzzles where the opponent's king is surrounded by our pieces like this. What we notice is that the black king has only one escape square here, which is to capture our knight on e5, and in addition to moving the king, he can also move his c-pawn. One of the most natural moves here is to check with the knight on c4 and in the same time guard e5. But the disadvantage is, however, that we allow black to flee to c6 or d7, and after these moves we just don't have a checkmate in one move. And this is also the problem with all the moves with which we move the knight. We then let go of c6 and d7, and if black goes to d7 with his king, our bishop is unguarded, and there are just too many squares left to cover in one move to checkmate. But we could in fact have our knight left, as long as we guard it with either the king or with our bishop. But the question is if that really gives us so much. After king f4 and black's c4, we have not really got a better position, and we still don't have a checkmate in one move. Even though if c4, d3 and c5 is a checkmate, but that's 3 moves and not 2. In our first move, we can guard our knight with the somewhat interesting bishop c7 check. With that move, black can only play king e7, but we have no checkmate here either. After knight captures on g6 check, we lose our bishop on f7, and there is no checkmate after that. No, we simply just need a different approach to all of this. If there is no use in trying to save the knight, we'll just give it away instead. So what happens if black captures our knight? Well, when the black king is on e5, we see that our king and pawn all of a sudden are covering the squares around the black king. And when we have played the natural bishop c7, we also have a checkmate. So our first move have to ensure that black captures the knight and does not play c4 instead. So we obviously play bishop c4. Black has no capture or nothing else to do than to capture the knight on e5. And he has nothing else to play, so after our answer bishop c7, we have a checkmate. Well, this puzzle was really nice, especially because there were several moves that looked right, but only one was right, even though the right move looked really wrong in the first glance. So now it's time for some chess history with Professor Arne Johansson, who will tell you more about the first American chess magazine in which this puzzle first appeared. So enjoy!